Alrighty, what's going on everybody? My name is Blitzer and welcome back to another Battle Arena challenge for Skylanders Giants. And today we're continuing and actually concluding Brock's Rump Roaster Ruckus playlist for the Battle Arenas, as we will be taking on the 7th and final Battle Arena in this particular playlist, and it is titled The Perfect Game. And it is described as defeating the enemies without getting hit. Sounds simple enough, now doesn't it? Well, it isn't. In fact, these arenas are the most challenging ones. Obviously, they're the last arenas, so it makes sense that they would be challenging. But these are very, very difficult, and if you're not using the right Skylander, honestly, I would definitely say that you're going to have a hard time. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and use Popfish just because that is the Skylander that I am most comfortable playing as. I find him to be the most reliable Skylander. I know how to use him the most effectively, so that's my go-to guy. That being said, you want to be careful because there's a lot of hazards. There's, as you can see, the fires. You can fall off the edge. There's a bunch of different things that you have got to avoid and take into consideration when you're taking on this particular challenge. So I would definitely go ahead. My first tip for this arena is pick a Skylander that you are comfortable with. Someone that you know how to play with in a particularly comfortable fashion, meaning that you're comfortable using them and you know their particular kind of tips and tricks with that particular character. So in my case, it's Popfizz. I like to be very aggressive. I try to not let a lot of enemies kind of, you know, try to gather up in one area, because if they do gather up and are able to kind of accumulate, it's going to become much more difficult being able to defeat this particular battle arena. So you want to be very quick, aggressive, but at the same time be aware that they can get up close, and you have to be very careful to not get cocky, because if you do one hit and it's all over. So if you're doing a lot and you've done a lot and it's been really difficult, you want to be careful and patient in that sense, because you want to make sure that you're not letting your emotions get in the way, because this arena could be very frustrating, and I repeat that multiple times because it's true. And for me, I've played it with many different Skylanders, and it has been more difficult with others. With Popfizz, I've been able to do it multiple times. I rely on Popfizz as my go-to Skylander, which is why I think that I could, well, I don't think, I know for a fact that I could defeat every arena with Popfizz with great success rate. So that's why if I know that there's a particularly challenging arena, I will definitely stick to Popfizz as my go-to Skylander. That being said, as you can see, the other trick that you want to make sure is that I would definitely recommend to have a long-range attacker, because having a close combat Skylander, or one that specializes in close combat, is going to make this challenge much more difficult. Because if you're getting, like right here, I'm getting attacked by a ton of Enfuego Chompies. Imagine if I had to rely on getting up close. Like, I would have to make sure that I am not allowing those guys to. Whoa, you saw that? That could have ended right there. That could have ended it for me right there. That was a very, very cocky mistake on my part. You see, that bomb, it could have blew me up and it would have been done with. But if you're able to defeat the perfect game, which is not easy, as you can see, you had to defeat some tough enemies. You get rewarded with 300 coins, but on top of that, you get your reward of a charm. Every time that you complete an entire playlist for a particular battle arena, so that means you're completing 7 battle arenas, you get a charm. Now, these charms include charms, obviously, if you don't know what charms are, basically they're tiny little kind of upgrades that make the game easier. So in this case, as you can see, the first charm in our charm collection is the Clever Clover, and it is actually the charm that you get rewarded for defeating this particular arena, the perfect game. So once you've done that, you'll be rewarded with 300 gold coins, and on top of that, you'll be rewarded with this charm. Now, this charm, as you can see, is described as Skylanders are much more likely to block an incoming attack when at low health. So when you saw I had 1 health, and I was able to block that bomb, this was really the charm that saved me there. So if I didn't have this charm, things could probably have gone not as well as they did. And it was because I got cocky and I really did not pay attention to the long range attackers, which is another thing that I should have pointed out, is that focus your attention on the enemies that could do you harm from long range. Like, if you were to deal, for example, in theory, we didn't have to deal with blaster trolls, but you want to take those guys out because they could do damage and can do you harm and can take away that 1 hit point that you have from a long range, which means that they are much more dangerous in this particular environment and challenge. So there you have it, guys. That concludes Brock's Rump Roaster Ruckus playlist. Of course, we're going to be continuing onwards and forwards to the next playlist next time with another Battle Arena challenge. Thanks a lot for watching. Please hit the like button, guys. That is the best way to show support for the series. Of course, subscribe, share the videos, and favorite the videos. That helps me out a ton as well. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. You guys are freaking awesome. I'll catch you guys next time with another Battle Arena challenge video, or another Skylanders Giants video, or another video that I come up with. Alright, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys are freaking awesome. Peace out, and see you later.